guys, Bridgette Mayer here, and I'm so excited. Happy Wednesday, September 1st. I'm here to share with you that the link is now live to purchase your event ticket for the Empowered Artist Workshop. Today is the day that you get to start creating the future that you want for your art career. And here's my question for you. How are you going to show up? Are you going to be the artist that jumps in excitedly and grabs your seat while you can to ensure your success, and you're going to go with this intuition to jump in? Or are you going to wait and procrastinate, say, okay, the open cart's for 1 week, I'm just going to wait. Maybe you're going to miss your spot for this event as it's going to sell out and spaces are limited. So what are you going to do? You know, I did a juried show 2 years ago for a public art project where we had an application closing deadline. And I have to say, within a week, we had a ton of applications. I was really impressed with those artists that were weeks ahead of the schedule. I was shocked by the artists who literally hit the send button on their application an hour before the application closed. And then I was equally saddened and really perplexed by the artists who emailed me minutes after the application closed, telling me that they were in the process of uploading or sending their info when their computer froze or when the application shut down. So my advice in those situations to artists I coach is to learn from your mistakes and never make the same one again. I coach artists with materials and applications to send in your application early. Make sure you do more to get ahead of the deadline and schedule it and get it off your plate. So I want you to take action today and use the momentum of doing this to move ahead to the next steps. I'm going to tell you this event is going to be incredible. I've been working on it for months with these incredible speakers. I really want you in the room with us and my 7 experts. I know you're going to have so many incredible things come out of it. The info's online and in this email, but Saturday, September 11th, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I have 7 experts in the arts I'm going to be talking with, interviewing. I have all these questions that they're going to answer, and let me just give you a couple highlights. Roberta Fallon's going to share with you. She's an art writer, and she's been writing for major publications, Art News, Art in America, Modern Painters Magazine, you name it. She's written for these magazines. She started her own art blog in Philadelphia many, many years ago. I've been a wonderful advocate of this art blog and her work for almost 21 years now. She's going to share with you what to do and what not to do to get the press that you want. How artists can actually repel press people or they can attract them. That's going to be one huge takeaway from her talk and more items with her. Lauren Nye, she is going to share with you she's the curator of contemporary art for the Susquehanna Art Museum. She's going to share with you how to put together your materials and present them to a museum curator. You know, I never had anyone teach me that. I had to figure it out over 10 years I was doing this before I had my first museum buy a work of art. What if you could listen to Lauren? She could share with you the tips she's going to give you the formula. You would follow what she's doing. Some of you are going to even send in your materials to her. And I'm really curious to know which one of you is going to end up with this museum show or potentially getting into a museum, into the collection through an acquisition. My other speaker, Jane Golden, who's the head of Mural Arts in Philadelphia, she's worked with thousands of artists that have approached her or that she's approached on how to create a mural and how to do this and add it to your portfolio. She's going to share with you how she decides to work with artists and what she looks for and what she needs to see and what she needs to see in a portfolio to move her ahead to want to have a call with this artist and actually do a mural with them. I've done lots of murals with Jane over many years. We have 3 more in the pipeline, one that we just finished a month ago, 3 more coming up in the next year. So this is information, again, that I didn't know until I figured it out, and I did it by my own trial and error. So you guys are going to get information that it took me years to figure out on my own. And I can teach all of this, but I want these experts to teach you directly, and I'll be asking them questions, and you'll get a chance to ask questions in our Q&A. Have you ever wondered how some artists have incredible followings and maybe you have a hard time gaining traction around that? I have Erica Hess, who is the founder of I Like Your Work podcast. She's an artist. She's going to be talking about how you build a community and how you do it in an authentic way that's right for you personally, and how you draw people to you to want to be in your network. And she's created, I don't know, I think I was on her site. I think she has over 34 million followers on Instagram. And she's going to talk about that. And she started with 0. And she has a very methodical, authentic approach to doing this that she's going to share with you. And then some of you don't know what a CRM is, or it's called a customer relationship manager. I have the founder, Justin Anthony of Artwork Archive. He's going to come on and teach you how to use a CRM, how to use it effectively, and how to organize your information. So, you know that artist I talked about at the beginning of this video that waited until the last minute to hit send on an application and missed it completely? Well, if that artist had been organized with their CRM, they could have done the application literally in under an hour. So being organized and ready to go with this stuff and these projects is part of being a successful next level artist. So Justin's going to talk about it. He formulated this program, and I've used it. It's amazing. My gallery uses a different CRM because we're a gallery business. His is specifically for artists. So he's going to talk about it, and he's sharp and loves data and is going to show you stuff on his screen. So I'm looking forward to you meeting him. You know, some of you have no idea how to meet a curator, how to connect with a curator, what curators can do for your career. I've worked with curators over the last 15 years. I've approached them, they've approached me. They're often working on stuff that no one knows about. Some of them are private curators for clients where they work privately for collectors. Some do more public stuff. Some also do grant writing. And so you're gonna get to learn from Ryan Strang-Greenberg. He's an amazing curator. He's worked with artists from across the United States. I've had the honor of working with Ryan on 2 projects. And he's going to share with you, how do you work with a curator? How do you find them? How do you send them stuff? And again, this is all the information that's going to help you figure out, well, okay, he gave me the template. Now I can go do the work and I can connect with curators. So he's going to talk all about that and more. One of my favorite topics for artists, because many of you struggle around this, is finance. I've learned so much from my business in 21 years. I keep learning and growing in the area of finance and how to maximize it every year. I came across Thomas Corley. He's written 7 books. He's actually based in New Jersey. His books are wonderful. They're easy. He wrote a book for kids on finance, and he has a passion for helping people not only get out of debt, but really feel organized and empowered with money. And he's going to talk about simple ways to have more money. He's an accountant, CPA, and he's worked with clients at every level. He was sharing a story with me of working with an NFL athlete who had so much money and blew it all. And I'm sure you've heard about athletes and how they can go through their money, or celebrities. I experienced this with artists too. But anyway, he created a plan and helped this NFL athlete rebuild his finances, and it was a humbling experience for him. So he's been analyzing the habits of poor people and rich people over 20 years. So imagine being in the room with someone that could give you 1, 2, 3 tips on how to have more money in your life and feeling empowered by that. So Thomas Corley will be sharing about that. So it's going to be an incredible day. Incredible lineup. There's more information on the website, my website, bridgettemeyer.com. Check it out. Be the early adopter who grabs their seat, grabs their ticket. I love sitting in the front row Anytime I see something that I think is going to help me with my career, whether it's working with a coach, buying a book, being in a workshop or a seminar, taking an action that I know is going to make an impact. Sometimes I don't even know what I think it's going to do, but I'm being pulled to do something, or my intuition is saying, this sounds really incredible and almost too good to be true. I grab a ticket. And you know what? I also love sitting in the front seat. So I hope to see you in the front row, and have a great day. And thanks for watching this. Take care.